everyone, what is up? It is Berlin. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, happy Tuesday. Hope you're all having a great day so far. This is going to be kind of a mixed tea video, as you can probably tell. So we've got a few things to get into. We've got Ryland Adams, we've got Nikita Dragon, and we have got James Charles once again. Just did a little bit of skincare before I put my makeup on. I actually just used this, the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and yep, this is a sample pot because I'm really not bougie enough to be able to afford the full size one of these, but I got a sample to test it out and oh my god, I can see why people rave about this. This is lovely. I've used this a couple of times this week and I really do like that. And the other thing that I use is the L'Oreal Revitalift eye cream for hair. This is something that I've been using a while and I do really love it. Also, I use the serum, the L'Oreal Revitalift serum, because that is really nice also. So, let's get into the tea. First of all, we're going to get into Ryland Adams coming out on his vlog. Got very tearful, very upset. He was kind of crying and saying, oh, you know, I don't like going on the internet, looking at hate comments. And then Trisha Paytas came out to shade him.
I gotta remember what I've been preaching even earlier in this video, is that I need to reframe my mindset where like turn what could be a negative into a positive, because I started scrolling for 2 seconds and it just was enough to make me feel crazy. And there's a lot of love and a lot of support, but it is just this thing where like it's just a bigger test. Like every time that I start feeling really good, something will like bring me a peg down, and it's just, I think, a reminder to me I need to validate from within. How I feel about myself needs to come from in here. When the world seems to be and I mean my world, like when all of my platforms seem to be hatred towards me, it is hard to get inspired to create. And then if I start looking at any of that, it's like, why would I want to create? Why would I want to make anything to be met with like, he doesn't look inspired or want like he wants to do this? Well, yeah, I'm trying to push through because I don't want to just like melt into my couch into nothing. But I just need to remember, like, take a deep breath. How anything's received is like I don't have control over. What I have control over is how I feel and what I do and my intention. So with that, I guess I'm gonna walk these dogs. They're like patiently waiting, like, let's go on a walk, please.
Trisha Paytas took to Twitter and said, I don't condone hate online at all, but I've never been double-crossed with such coldness in my life than Shane and Ryland. It was so sick to hear Ryland straight up lie through his teeth about trauma I shared. They are both manipulative and never to be trusted. People had some strong opinions about Trisha coming out and saying that stuff. Someone here's replied to her saying, you attacked them multiple times. They are keeping quiet, but your ratchet ass can't. I'm so furious. This is so out of left field. It's bullying. You are disgusting. Trish didn't stop there either. She continued, him and Shane telling me they had no idea the evil of Jeffrey when I cried to them for a year about it, and then still supporting, working with and being friends with that petty vile human. Speaks volumes. They made a deal with the devil and it still breaks my heart. She continued, when you make a deal with the devil, you can't expect all sunshines and rainbows. Then you've got Nikita Dragon, who Trisha also shaded, funnily enough. Trisha, it seems, is coming for absolutely everybody right now. So Nikita Dragon put out this on her IG stories saying, you can cancel me all you want, but my show's still running, in reference to her show that she's got with Snapchat that's like a reality show. There was also a clip that Def Noodles posted from this reality show that I want to talk about, because it was very emotional, very kind of sad. And honestly, in this situation, I did feel for Nikita. Although I've shaded Nikita in previous videos, you know, there are times I think, yeah, it's kind of, you know, the thing to do to shade her. There are things that warrant shading her for, like advertising this show on Snapchat, you know, because at the end of the day, who is really watching Snapchat? But let's get into this clip.
It's a boys, obviously, and there might be like one, but he's still a little down low. But obviously he hasn't been with someone like myself.
Well, you are worth every ounce of everyone's energy. There are things that we can't control in this world, but the thing that we do have control over is our personal honor. And that begins with honor to yourself. Don't compromise. Don't settle. Oh, baby, don't cry. Please don't cry. I love you. I know it's hard. I know it.
So much, always.
I mean, life already is tough enough, and then you've got all these other things imposed on you.
I don't know, I just feel like I don't know when it's gonna get, like, easy, you know?
You are just a beautiful human, and whoever's involved in your life has to accept you on all facets.
Even though this is so tough for me to hear from my mom, I know she has my best interest at heart. She definitely has me reconsidering everything.
Okay, so this clip is actually something really important within the trans community that I do feel qualified to talk about, because it's something that I've seen. So it's something that I've kind of had, you know, first-hand experience of being around. Here where Nikita's talking about talking to boys who are not ready to, you know, admit to being with her. They're on the down low. That is something that is very, very heartbreaking, but it's something that happens so much in the trans community, because there will be guys, particularly a lot of straight guys, who like the idea of the fantasy of being with a trans woman, but they don't want to admit it to their straight friends, to their families. And it's very, very hard for the trans woman then to feel good about who they're with, or to feel, you know, worthy of love and acceptance and all of that. And I just think this is something that needs to be talked about, because the trans community go through so many struggles, and this is just one of them. This is just a little tiny tidbit of that. The real tea here is they all want a little bit of lipstick on their dick. You know, these straight boys, they want the lipstick on their dick. They want to be with a trans woman. They like the fantasy, all of that, but they just don't want to open up and admit that they are attracted to, or that they love somebody who is trans. This is very, very awkward, you know, very hurtful for the trans person. You know, I am non-binary, and I kind of see, you know, what goes on with the trans community sometimes, and I do feel for anyone who goes through this. So in this situation, I'm absolutely Team Nikita. I'm absolutely on Nikita's side with this. It's a struggle, you know, it is a real struggle. People are not that accepting still. They're not that open. They're not ready to come out and say, yes, I'm really attracted to this person. I love this person. You know, I would like to be with this person because they're trans. And honestly, a good example of this is, you know, my brother is straight. Okay, so he's a straight man in his 30s, early 30s, and I've spoken to him before about this. He doesn't know that I'm non-binary. I've spoken to him before about this. You know, what would you do if you were with a woman and then you found out that she'd either transitioned or was trans, you know, still going through a transition? And he said that he would be upset, he would be shocked, he would feel deceived, he would feel lied to. This is another part of it, you know, this is another part of the struggle that trans girls face, you know, and not just trans women, you know, I'm talking about trans men as well. You know, there is so much hate, so much discrimination within the community. It is just upsetting to see. Trans rights are human rights, and I'm always going to say that, you know, despite, you know, my own situation, whatever's going on there, I will always stick up for the trans community. And moving on, Trisha Paytas did come out and shade Nikita for advertising the show on Snapchat. She made a little tweet saying, oh, on Snapchat, you know, just being kind of shady, you know, kind of implying, like I did, that nobody's really watching Snapchat. I get where Trisha's coming from, I really do. But I think that if the show can do some good, like Nikita opening up about her issues as a trans woman, then I'm all for it. And then you've got yet more James Charles drama. James Charles has been accused of sexting another underage minor, a 15-year-old boy this time. James snapped the boy when the boy posted something that James allegedly sent him on his own story. And then the boy has come out and said that he never lied about his age to James. It is another same old James Charles story that we've heard a million times before. I don't know when enough is enough. You know, this is every week with James Charles at the moment. Every week we are seeing another underage boy come out on TikTok, claim that he's had inappropriate texts, inappropriate snaps with James Charles. So I really don't know when this is ever going to end with James Charles. This is something that is constantly coming up, and oh my God, like, I don't know what to say. You know, at this point, are they all fake? You know, I really don't know. I'm going to let you guys be the judge, but it's not looking good. You know, at this point, I think we're now at a stage where Morphe might need to kind of reevaluate their support of James Charles. That's just my personal opinion. You know, James Charles has not come out and made a statement about this as he did with Isaiah. You know, he admitted to speaking to that 16-year-old boy as Isaiah. Sorry, nearly got his name wrong then. Isaiah, yeah. So James admitted to speaking to him. So what is it with James Charles and speaking to underage boys on Snapchat, Instagram, all of this? You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. James Charles needs to stop trying to meet boys through Instagram, Snapchat, all of this stuff. You know, he needs to get his ass on a dating site like Grindr or something else and go and meet people that way, because clearly this way of going on Snapchat, going on Instagram is causing him nothing but trouble. So here's the TikTok from the alleged 15-year-old boy and James Charles. The last thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is Dom from the Vlog Squad, because now Dom from the Vlog Squad, how can we forget, is the person who has been accused of R-wording a girl who goes by the name of Hannah in an Insider article. Now, that Insider article came out and boom, it was like a Dramageddon explosion. So now, for the first time since that article's come out, Dom has come out and made a post on Instagram. Dom, David Dobrik, Jeff Wittick, they've all had their YouTube channels demonetized for now. So, I don't know, you know, they're not putting out content on those channels though. That is the only thing that I will say. So what good is it really to demonetize their YouTube channels when they're not actually making content to be monetized? You know what I mean? I'm going to leave this little video right here. You know, I may make another video on the whole Vlog Squad situation because there has been a few more things come out. But for now, I'm going to leave this one right here. So I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you on the next one. I've got another video coming today. So I'm going to go away and paint my face, and I'll be getting on with that. See you soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.